As I began to ascend the mountain, a sea of damp, fallen leaves spread themselves out beneath my feet like a sacrificial offering, comforting and encouraging my steps with their soft, veiny presence. Looking around at the sparkling greenery that lined my pathway, I began to think over the name that the woman had offered me as her own, and I recited it beneath my breath. Granny Breathweaver. It was such a mysterious name that upon exhaling its title, it conjured up such mystical connotations that I could not help but to be enthralled by it. When Granny had initially parted with her identity, it had sent a prickly shiver of curiosity up and down my spine, running so many marathons across my back that I had inadvertently begun to run too, following the Breathweaver into the fog, just so that I could attempt to know who she was. In an effort to solve the riddle of her name, I continued up the pathway, and as if she knew that my thoughts solely orbited around her, Granny turned back to face me. Through a night sky of sparkling eyes, Granny looked all around her. With her fingertips extending towards the rustling trees, she paused in order to emphasize the land, ensuring that my attentions were upon her before she began. The mountain that I live on. This is a place that I have come to call the Woman's Mountain. Granny had a calm stage that had been crafted into her stern voice, invoking the audience within me to be more attentive than I had ever before been. Granny Breathweaver, she was pure theatre. I understood that through her strong words, her bold pauses, her gentle breath. Granny Breathweaver was not only a woman who wove baskets, but she also wove powerful stories from the fabrics of her being. Casually spellbound by the woman, I followed the back of her silver hair up the steep mountain, and I knew that I was being drawn into something much larger than myself. Somehow I had found myself to be walking upon a pebbled pathway that appeared to lead straight towards womanhood. In an effort not to self-implode, I kept my mouth closed, pressed my reservations close to my heart, put one foot in front of the other, and continued to hike up the Woman's Mountain. Let's stop it, because I didn't know.
Okay.
I forgot we were
Oh
Oh no! Why?
We're at 3 minutes and 50 seconds.